I found the best about the mentor program was not only did the program give me the methodology of how to trade and how to trade successfully, but focused on the psychological aspect, knowing that my mind is just as important as the stuff that I do.
What I like best about is being in touch with other traders and looking at the questions that they asked.
Well, I think what I like best about the mentor program is that I evolved as a person and how my trading evolved. I think going into the program I was kind of one-dimensional in terms of my trading, and coming out of it, it's three-dimensional. And what surprised me is that the amount of creativity you can put into trading by just looking at different time frames.
It's just, I think, the structure of it, the fact that don't necessarily have to be an expert in every element that you learn, but there's people in there that are, and you can always pick up clues from those people and just from the discussion as it goes along.
The thing I liked best about the mentor program was that it gave me a real structure to work to, and it put in place some really good principles and approaches to making a success of trading. And it also gave me a more realistic approach to how much money I could make and what other traders were making as well.
What do I like best about it? Well, the contact with people, the staged sequential process of the learning, the sense that one is not alone in the process and that there are other people that can be contacted. The sense that it's an ongoing process, not just in terms of my own learning, but the availability to come back to you and Chris is always there. The availability to continue on into the next mentor program, I think, is a really, really very valuable asset to have, because it means that I don't feel as though I've got to get it all in this time. I can leave those little gaps out and come back to them later and slowly fill those gaps in. Fits in well with my learning style. The access to information, I mean, the links and the whole variety of other little bits of information or access to information that come through, you wouldn't run across them ordinarily very frequently. And that leads on to further links, and it's a sort of like an exponential growth process in terms of being able to make more contacts. So there are the things I think have been most valuable for me, but this meeting has been really extremely valuable. It sort of connected it all back together again.